Weiss was always the center of attention when it came to anything. People loved her presence. She was the most graceful girl in all of Vale. She could sing. She could fight. She commanded a mastery of dust unrivaled in her entire generation. Weiss was perfection in every incarnation, and victorious in every struggle. There was one particular area she always felt defeated in. Oh, hi, Weiss. Here it was, the embodiment of Weiss' self-consciousness. The always joyful, tall, blonde beauty Yang was approaching and swaying with every step with her big, beautiful, and bountiful boob.
Oh, hello, Yang.
Weiss's gaze shifted downwards by several degrees. What you doing? Weiss shifted a bit in her seat. She had been enjoying the nice spring weather in the courtyard. An elegantly boxed lunch made by Weiss herself was beside her. Couldn't she have even a moment of peace?
I'm just eating my lunch. Now, if you
Oh, is that shrimp?
Yes, what, hey?
It was too late. Yang had emptied the entire contents of the box into her mouth. A hearty laugh that made Yang's twins jiggle furiously, like two round ships in a rough and open sea. A wayward piece of fried shrimp landed in between the sweaty, flesh valley. It was like a whale caught between two whaling ships. Did you know that in the 19th century, humans killed almost 2.8 million whales? That's insane, man. Wow.
My lunch.
Weiss bemoaned. Hey, you ain't ever gonna grow unless you eat some. Yang laughed. I'll pay you back sometime, she assured before leaving Weiss alone with her emptied stomach.
Damn you, Yang Xiaolong! Damn you!
Yang was everything Weiss wished to be. Outgoing, friendly, easy to approach, and a charm that outshined Weiss's elegance. Not to mention that woman had two rockets that could shatter the moon for a second time around. But what? What could Weiss do to beat Yang at her own game? If only. If only. Then it clicked in Weiss's head. It was not enough for Weiss to win. Weiss Shini had to bury Yang Xiaolong, and the only method to do that was, Weiss thought, rubbing her chest. Yes, that was the only way. Glorious tits, I've got glorious tits, Yang mused as she walked down the halls. Yang Xiaolong loved attention. She fed off it like a vampire feeds off blood or Ozpin off whiskey. It was just what she needed to get her fix. The wayward glances, the innocent peeks from young virgin lads, the jealous glares. All of it just made Yang so excited. She did feel a little guilty for her younger sister, though. Poor girl was as flat as a washboard. Any guy Ruby brought home, if she ever brings a guy home, would melt at the sight of Yang's twins. Then again, Ruby was her sister. Genetics was still on her side. Perhaps she was a late bloomer? At least Blake had the Bella booty. Grr, Yang thought. If only she had the full set, not to mention that she was a fauness. Fauness! A race literally known for being wild. Imagine what I could do with that legacy of unrestrained, bestial, animalistic lust. Yang have some weird priorities. Then there was Weiss. Pause. Weiss, Yang said with a smile, wiping a tear from her eye from laughing so hard. Yang felt sorry for the Schneeris. She had everything in the world except... A glance of white distracted Yang. Except... What the fuck? Weiss had the most gigantic boobs she had ever seen on a person. Weiss's face looked strained as if having difficulty adjusting to the newfound mass protruding from her chest. Jesus Christ. Those titanic tits must have weighed as much as the donkey apiece. What?
Hello, Yang Xiaolong.
Weiss greeted.
Long time no see.
Yang could tell the stares from the boys and the jealous glares were all beginning to be concentrated on someone other than herself. This couldn't be. It was only yesterday. But Yang could only muster a weak reply. Weiss pressed her chest up against Yang's like a raging tidal wave. Weiss's breasts engaged Yang's like a packed-tit breast woman eating a smaller packed-tit breast woman.
Yeah, not much has changed, has it?
Weiss asked nonchalantly. Nothing has changed. My tits, not much has changed, Yang thought. Weiss attempted to cross her arms, but couldn't seem to be able to wrap her arms around the gigantic mass of silicone and fat. Well, mostly silicone, now occupying that space that used to be air.
Well, talk to you later, Yang.
Weiss said and departed with a smirk. Yang stood there. Her soul, her raging passionate flame, had been utterly extinguished. Hey there, Weiss, Neptune said, leaning onto the cafeteria table.
Hello.
Said Weiss, obviously pleased by the attention. She crossed her fingers and rested her chin on them.
What can I do for you, Neptune?
You can do me a favor of a date, Neptune said with perfect execution.
Really? I mean, of course it would be my pleasure.
And so Neptune went on a date with Weiss. They went to the swimming pool. They went to karaoke. Then they watched a movie and ate a romantic dinner. As they walked back to Weiss's dorm, Weiss couldn't help but feel that something was off. While they were at the pool, Neptune didn't seem to be really paying attention to her, even as she was screaming that she was drowning. The increase in buoyancy from the chest area caused Weiss to capsize like a ship striking an iceberg, and they went to karaoke. Neptune insisted that Weiss dance along to the song by jumping up and down. And to cap it all off, during dinner, Neptune couldn't recall many details about the movie, but remembered every single instance of popcorn rolled down her chest. But never mind that, Weiss thought, arriving at the door. So, say, Weiss.
Yes, Neptune?
Weiss asked innocently. You, me, we serious?
Serious? Serious.
Weiss answered. Neptune began to grin, his yellow... What? His yellow teeth fresh with bacon bits and imported bagels. His breath smelled of burnt vodka and his cologne was bad. Okay? So, can I see your tits?
What?
Weiss stood back offended. Did Neptune just see her as a piece of meat? No, I mean, you guys are...
You guys? What do you mean, guys?
Well, there's you, Schnee, and then there's Schnee Junior A and Junior B. Slap! Weiss ran into her dorm crying. Ruby did her best to console her while Yang lectured Weiss on the virtues of having gigantic knockers. Blake sat in her bed reading a book, satisfied with having a fantastic booty.
So here I am, talking to you.
Weiss sniffled. John sat on his bed listening to Weiss' story.
Thanks, but why come to me?
John asked with a confused smile.
Because everyone is giving me grief about my breasts. You're the only one who hasn't said anything about them.
Nora kept poking them. Ren wouldn't look Weiss in the eye, and Pyrrha started crying the moment Weiss approached.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Weiss rubbed the tears from her eyes.
You didn't?
No, I mean, you always look great. I guess you've been looking better lately.
Weiss smiled weakly.
Thanks,
she said with a red blush on her cheeks. John nodded and went back to reading his comic book. Weiss sat there in silence. The atmosphere had become awkward. Maybe if it was John.
Hey, John.
Yeah?
John said, not looking up from his comic.
Do you think you and me? And I know this sounds crazy and stupid and out of nowhere and totally not like the normal Washni, but say, would you?
I'm listening.
Would you go out with me?
John turned to Weiss and gave her a knowing smile.
Nope.
Really? That's great. Wait, what?
I said nope. Which, according to the dictionary, means a negative confirmation. Refusal,
I know what you said. Why?
It was a demand, not a question. John rubbed his chin for a moment. Then he glanced up and down Weiss.
I prefer washboard chats myself.
And so Weiss sobbed herself to sleep that night after she made an appointment for her breast reduction surgery. As the sobs filled the Team Ruby dorm, Blake could only sigh and put down her book before noting to her remaining teammates not sobbing uncontrollably. Did she really think getting big breasts would make her happy?